Awukahle Brigadier. Awukahle.
Can I finish?
Yes, just a second. We are messing us around.
Umnyaka ka2020 ke mnumzana awuBrigadier wathola noma wabopha ke umsola wesibili ke umnumzana kaUntanzi bese wamthatha ngapha kwesibhedlela ke sezomcabango Northwest
for dental observation, not mental.
Okay. Ngenhloso ukuthi ke bamcheck ke amazinyo akhe.
Is that correct?
Yeah, iqiniso lelo.
No, partly correct, not 100% correct, my lord. In that, he was arrested on the 16th of June 2020 by Sergeant Mohani and Mabena. That's the first point.
Yazi ukuthi akulona ke iqiniso lelo ngoba iqiniso ukuthi waboshwa ke ngelanga lange-16 ngenyanga kaJune ngomnyaka ka2020 eboshwa uSergeant Mabena
and Mohani.
No Sergeant Mohani futhi.
And that was, and we dealt with this, my lord, previously, and that was in relation to Kwanongoma case, which we also dealt with in this court.
Okay, lokho ke sele lo daba lesixoxile la enkantolo futhi waboshwa ngembangela noma ngenhloso icala abuka abhekane nalo icala laseNongoma noma icala lakwaNongoma.
Now, because some witnesses, my lord, seems to suggest on the docket on this matter now before court that either the first intruder or the second intruder may have had a gold incision, not only one. Some refers to the second suspect. I recall the statement. Another one then refers to the first suspect. Because of that information that we had, he was then taken. Now that I was present now on that directive. So I was present on that day on the 22nd of June 2020 for dental examination, and that is how the witness that came to testify came into the picture. That was to check as to whether, as it's mentioned in the docket, that the second intruder may have had a dental incision, my lord. Sorry, a gold incision, not a dental, a gold incision, my lord.
Ukujobela ke mina nencazelo yakhe ke uyakusho khona njalo ukuthi lapho ke yena ke kade angekho kulanga lokuqala kepha ngelanga lesibili ke ngelanga lange-22 zakaJune nyaka 2020 kula khona na kade akhona ke lapho ke ngoba uma ebuka phakathi kwamadoki kwama-statement akhona ke ngaphakathi kwedocket abantu kade bekhona lapho ngaphakathi kulikhaya leli basho khona njalo ukuthi umuntu owangena ngaphakathi lokuqala noma wesibili kuyena kade anezinyo legolide kuye.
Yes, so those were the circumstances, my lord, for the dental examination.
Izona ke zathu lezi support ukuthi sihambe sizigcine senza ke uhlolo lwamazinyo kuye.
What were the results, Brigadier?
Ngabe zahamba njani ke iphuma
that investigation, medical investigation?
Nezokuhlolwa kwakhe udokotela?
My lord, it was negative. I think also we dealt with that. There was a report, as I said, the witness testified, he indicated what he found, but my recollection of the report, he could not find that there was a gold teeth that was removed, because accused two did not have a gold tooth at the time. So my recollection of the report did not say there was once an artificial object in his gums that was removed. That's my recollection, my lord.
Athi ke ufakazi ngokukhumbula kwakhe ke lapho ke iphuma zalapho zaphuma zichaza ukuthi cha akukho ke la kade anezinyo legolide ke na ke umsola wesibili ke malana nodaba lwakhe ngoba uvela khona ufakazi osele weza la enkantolo uthola ufakazi bakhe washo khona njalo ke ukuthi cha akukho noma akakaze abe nawo amazinyo egolide ke na ke umsola wesibili.
Thank you, Brigadier. Your recollection is spot on. And that was 6 years after the alleged incident of the killing of the deceased, not so?
Uyabonga ke ummeli ngomalana nokukhumbula kwakhe ke ufakazi khona phambi kwenkantolo futhi uyasho khona njalo ukuthi lokhu ukukhumbula kwakhe yinto ukhumbule into eselenzeka ke eminyakeni eyisithupha endlule ngabe akukho njalo ngemuva ukuthi kushone ke umufi osingaye kulecala leli.
Sorry sir, what I'm saying, that incident of accused number 2 being taken from dental medical observation happened 6 years after the killing of the deceased.
Lapho khona ke isilungiso nje esincane ne ukuthi ngemuva kweminyaka eyisithupha sele kwashona ke umufi kula kwathi khona ke umsolo wesibili bese wahamba waya kudokotela bomhlola ke malana namazinyo akhe,
and they found that he never had any insect of a golden nature in his teeth.
Bese bathola ke lapho ukuthi akakaze ke abe nezinyo legolide kuyena.
That is correct, my lord.
Thank you.
Yebo iqiniso ke lelo.
Thank you, Brigadier.
Sorry about gold insets.
Yes, my lord.
Black people in the main, you know, they have cosmetic application onto their dentals.
Yes.
You have never seen a black guy like me.
I have.
Having a gold teeth.
I have, my lord.
It's not a miraculous phenomenon.
Indeed, my lord.
And after some time, you erase that.
Correct, my lord.
We all know that.
Yes, that is true, my lord. I've seen that.
Yeah. I see Mr. Ramsepidi is surprised a bit.
I'm not perplexed.
Oh, okay, fine.
What does perplex me is the qualification by His Lordship to say after some time it is taken out.
Yeah, it's fashion.
Yes, but here
Like when
medical.
you see a lady with a
piercing.
ring piercing her nose.
Yes.
After some time, she removes that. Same
Yes.
thing with teeth.
Yes, but here medically, in relation to my colleagues' interaction with the witnesses, that medically it was proven that accused number 2 never had such an incision.
Did you read that medical report?
I did, Dr. Klope, he was
Okay,
here.
fine.
We crossed
All
the
right.
line.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir.
Now, document ZZ2 from the Gamascope. You had just indicated that you got this document from Lieutenant Colonel Wood. As you requested him or her to assist you there with, no so?
istatement ke sikhona ke sakhe exhibit ZZ2 lesa wasithola ke eDamascope le waqala khona ke Warren Colonel Watts uthi akuthole sona ke.
The answer, my lord, is correct, but just to close the last part of the gold incision improper. But the answer to the question of Advocate uMnisi is correct, it's yes. But to close the
Athi ke impendulo kaMnumzana uMnisi kuyiqiniso ke pha ukhulunkulumo egcwele ke qedela lo mpendulo leyo ke.
Awukahle Brigadier, awukahle.
Can I finish, my lord?
Hlanganisa, just a second. We are messing us around.
May I
That
finish?
issue has been closed. If there is something that you want to bring to the attention of the state, to the court with regard to the golden insect or what, the state will have an opportunity to re-examine you on that. I'm now on the Gamascope document. I am on the Gamascope document, and my question relating to the Gamascope issue is, Lieutenant Wood sent you this document, and you said yes, and I'm proceeding from there. So I don't know what the problem is.
Kade acela ke umeli kaMsola kwesithathu ukuthi uMnumzana kame kancane ke ngoba angasidiki imicabango ngoba ke kade aqedile kumbuza mina nodaba lwamazinyo wegolide uma ngabe kukho ke uthizeni uMnumzana akhohle ukuthi akhulu ufakaza akhohle ukuthi atshele inkantolo noma inkosi yenkantolo ke ihlangothi lezombuso lothola ke isikhathi esanele sokuthi baphinde bambuze ke imibuzo mina nodaba lo ke manje ke acithithana siqhubeke sibeke phambili ukhuluma ngodaba le exhibit uZZ2 lela seDamascope la cala khona ke uLieutenant Colonel Rhodes kade abuza ke imibuzo malana nalo.
As a court case, my lord, we submit that the witness is entitled to elaborate. We've just dealt with the issue of the dental examination. Now, something has occurred to him, and he wants to go back and elaborate on his answer. We submit, my lord, that the witness is entitled to elaborate on that and should be given the opportunity to elaborate on that, my lord.
Yes, sir. What's your response there?
I'm in the hands of the court, my lord.
You know, we read a case before we started this trial.
Yes.
What's that case of 1927?
It's Pakistan.
Not Pakistan.
Hepworth.
Yeah, we read that case.
Yes, it's Hepworth.
That case, you can't stop a witness. This is not a game. That's not me saying that. Is that case saying that I'm an administrator of justice and I'm not an umpire in a cricket game or a soccer game. If a witness wants to say anything, he's allowed to do it.
Thank you, my lord. Which is why I said I'm in the hands of the court. My lord. You can proceed if there is an elaboration that needs to do.
Indeed, my lord. Thank you, my lord. So what I wanted to say, my lord, is that as much as we have the medical results from which I've indicated what they say in my recollection, in the docket or the investigation, there is no evidence that says the incision, either by the first intruder or the second intruder, was medically inserted. So I just want to qualify that it does not mean we have evidence that the first intruder was taken to a medical practitioner and the gold teeth was medically inserted. So it could have been an artificial one that could have been removed. So I just wanted to qualify that we thought, obviously, these are done medically. Let us see what the medical examiner will find. But the absence of the finding does not mean it did not exist in either of the people that were seen, my lord. That's all I needed to say.
Okay, Dr.
Kade ajobela ke incazelo yakhe malana nodaba lolu ke lokuhlolwa kwamsola uqala noma umtholo wesibili owangena ngaphakathi kwemuzi loyana ke nodaba lakhe lezinyo lamagolide ke ngoba uyasho ukuthi phakathi kwedocket noma istatement sama docket akukho la kusho khona ukuthi bamthatha yini umuntu oqala okade angena lapho kulomuzi loyana ukuthi bahambe bomhlola ke isimo sakhe samazinyo ke kepha kuyasho khona nje ukuthi ungatholakala ukuthi mhlawumbe isimo sakhe noma isimo kade kusona ke waphinda wahamba noma kade afake amazinyo la wafakayo bese ukhona ukuthi uphinde futhi ukuthi wakhiphe la babiza ukuthi ama-artificial ngesingisi.
Brigadier, now you realize you're tempting me to ask you the following questions. You realize that whether or not there was a gold insert on somebody's jaw, that's medical evidence, not so. You are a brigadier. The doctor said it wasn't there. That's what medical expertise is saying, not so. So your opinion in that regard matters not. Because yours is just an opinion from a policeman who's never been a doctor.
Manje kuyasho khona ke ummeli ukuthi ubheka ke manje ke usuvula ke umgwaqo ukuthi ke noma uhambe ukuthi aphinde futhi challenge noma aphikisane nofakazi bakhe ke ngoba ke ubheka ke akena ke udokotela unesipiliyoni osebenza ngamazinyo ke futhi noma khona ke uhlelo la bakhulumile khona ke kulona ukuthi akade kungekho umuntu kodwa anamazinyo egolide.
No, I think, my lord, I don't know where is that statement coming from. I don't know. To say I'm not a doctor, because I never claimed to be a doctor, and I never interpreted what the medical expert said. I simply said the fact that that doctor says there is no medical evidence that there was a gold incision. It does not mean there was no artificial one, because we do not have this side evidence that says the gold incision in any of the intruders was medically inserted. All we have is the description that one of the intruders may have had the gold incision. So here you have a medical report on the end to say, I've examined this person, this is my medical qualifications, and I have this finding. This side you have a description where we do not know if indeed this was medically inserted. That's the point that I'm saying, my lord. So now to say I'm now trying to pose as a doctor, I think it's really uncalled for, because at no stage did I contradict or misinterpret what the medical, the dental surgeon said, my lord.
Uyasho khona njalo kuphendula ke ufakazi okhona ke lenkantolo uthi yena ke akazi ukuthi uzoqhamuka kuphi ke ukuthi yena ke agena kudokotela futhi akaza afunele umkhakha kudokotela kepha uyasho khona njalo uthi yena ke mala nofakazi ukhona ke futhi akaze kadulike ke ukuzana ubufakazi ade budokotela la ngaphambi kwenkantolo kepha ke kunento futhi athanda ukuthi atshele inkantolo ukuthi abantu ade bekhona kuleli khaya leliya basho bona ke njalo ukuthi uma besichazela noma besitshela nesikhangiso sala abantu abokuqala bangena phakathi kulomuzi lena basho ukuthi omunye wabo ke lo muntu ongena phakathi ke kade enezinyo golide kena ke futhi athi khona manje futhi manje usunamahlangothi amabili ke lapho ke ngoba udokotela yena washo udokotela unesipiliyoni futhi kulomkhakha ukusebenza ngamazinyo ke la wachaza khona ke washo etshela inkantolo mana nezinto ayitholile ngesikhathi esikade ahlola ke lo muntu lwade bemlethe kena ke ukuthi ahlothi ngabe sele abanawo amazinyo egolide noma akaza benawo washo ukuthi akakaze ke abe nawo ke futhi yasho khona ukuthi kungatholakala ukuthi mhlawumbe umuntu kade afake amazinyo la uphinde futhi ukhona ukuthi wakhiphe.
Thank you, Brigadier. Your role, as I perceive it, the profession revolves around warning statements, one of which is from the Dagama scope, wherein you said that you requested the road to make Lieutenant Colonel Ruud to make available the statement that is marked ZZ2, and then he or she made it available to you, but then he or she did not tell you from who did she get this document from, not so?
Mnumzana ke manje etisixinise kodaba lolu le statement saka exhibit ZZ2 lesi sathe saseda Dagama scope la wacela khona ke Lieutenant Colonel Roth uthi akutholele sona ke minus khangiso ade usihlala ke lapho ke manje ngabe akazatshela igama lomuntu owamnikeza i statement lesi akusinjalo?
Yes, my lord, it is so, but I went further in my response. That was not the only part. I said I was not requested by Advocate uMnisi insofar as who is sending over that statement. But subsequent, my lord, to the adjourning of yesterday, because I realized this is becoming an issue of debate between us and Advocate uMnisi, I've then embarked on the process to request statements from all the stations where these exhibits were obtained. I do know that one from Prafrinet has already been emailed to us, my lord, and we have it from Prafrinet confirming the exhibit that was given to us. I've embarked on the same approach with Dagamas as well as all other stations, so that then they can indicate that they are the authors of this document and these documents come from them. So that I've embarked on that process, my lord. And as they all become available, I will share with Advocate uMnisi, my lord.
Uyaphendula ke uyasho khona ukuthi yebo khona kunjalo kepha ke uma angajubula ke noba angachaza kabanzi mayelana nengazelo yakhe ke uyasho khona ukuthi ubonile ukuthi izolo manje sekuzoba nengqoqompikiswano phakathi kwakhe ufakazi okhona ke futhi nomeli adabuza ke imibuzo ke futhi yasho khona ukuthi izolo usuthathe ke uhambo lwakhe lokuthi ahambe acele izikhumulo zamaphoyisa la kade bemlethela khona ke ama statement lana ke ethizeni babhaleke ama statement basho ukuthi ngempela nangeqiniso yibona laba kade bemsiza ethizeni ke athole ama statement lana ke futhi wazojobelela washo khona nje ukuthi izolo ugcine athola ke i statement esiqhamuka lapha eGrafreinet laba khuluma khona ukuthi umuntu othizeni uyena ke obalekelile ethizeni wathole ke i statement lesi athi unayo ke email ayisayitholile futhi nakumanye ama police station la athola ama statement khona lana ke nakhona obabhalele.
Brigadier, that was not my question. You just said a sermon, our Father who art in heaven, and you said it in Latin, brilliant. My question is simply that you said yesterday that Lieutenant Ruud did not tell you or did not bring it to your attention who did he or she get this document from, not so. I'm just recapping on what happened yesterday, not so.
I think those remarks can be ignored. Once again, my lord, it's important for counsel to extend courtesy to a witness. The witness was asked a question and he has answered to his best endeavors. Now, this somewhat demeaning proposition is made to a witness. We submit that that is uncalled for, and Advocate uMnisi should withdraw that.
No, there is absolutely nothing which is demeaning here.
Wrong about it.
There's nothing wrong, my lord. That's my submission.
Finding there is something wrong about it. This witness never recited the Lord's Prayer. Now you can continue.
It's a, what do they call it now, my lord?
It's sarcasm.
It's not sarcasm, my
For
lord.
me, it's sarcasm.
That's the interpretation of the court. No, thank you, my lord.
And I know-
question
I
was
know
very-
English.
Yes, my lord.
In other words, this witness is being belittled.
No,
That's my view.
thank you, my lord. My question is simple. Yesterday you said Ruud gave you this document, but Ruud never told you who he or she got this document from. Not so. That's my simple question, and that's what you said yesterday.
athi umbuzo wakhe ummeli athi umbuzo wakhe futhi umbuzo nje oqondile futhi onciphile ukuthi izolo ngesikhathi ulethe inkulumo yakho nomusitshela mayelana nenkulumo yakho ke mayelana nestatement lesi wasitshela ukuthi uRatha akakazi katshele igama lomuntu lo wamnikeza istatement lesi athi njalo
My lord, because really I don't know, because I've said this so many times about the manner in which Advocate uMnisi really wants to deal with issues, and I've pleaded with him that can we focus on the business of hand without being just play the ball and not the man. That's all that I'll ask, my lord. Insofar as the question that was asked, I've answered the question. I do not understand this selective listening by Advocate uMnisi because I've answered the question. I've said yes, I agree with you. Added, which is now deemed or termed to be the Lord's Prayer, and it's a big difference. I don't know how do you compare what I'm saying before court with the Lord's Prayer, even if then you don't believe in God. Or I just don't see how you narrate the two. I've answered the question as it was asked to me, and not for the first time. I think today is the third time I've answered the question affirmatively to say this is what I've said yesterday. But then I've qualified it to say to avoid the debate that I could see yesterday that we are driving to. I then embarked on the process of requesting statements from all the stations where these exhibits come from. That's the only thing that I've added. But the question was answered, my lord. Now to say I did not say that and I'm embarking on the Lord's Prayer is really unbecoming, even of Advocate uMnisi as a court official, my lord. And I will just ask that can we please focus on the business at hand and stop arguing on pertinent issues.
uyasho khona njalo ke ufakazi ukuthi ukhulumile ke izolo ngesikhathi esikade uMnumzana uMnisi ke ambuza mayelana nombuzo loyo ke washo ukuthi kwimpendulo yakhe kuyebo kepha ke lo daba lokuthi uMnumzana uMnisi aze ngalo ke namuhla lokhu ukuthi uMnumzana manje usuyagijima ke futhi manje usegcina ke asho kumkhuleko lona ke kudaba mhlawumbe okungamele ukuthi lona ke kube uyalisho ke lenkantolo ngoba ke yena ke uyasho nje ukuthi wabona noma ubonile ukuthi uMnumzana umele ke umswala wesithathu usufuna uhamba ngoluphi uhlangothi kulagcina khona ke ebhalela ke izikhumulo zamaphoyisa la uthola khona ke ama statement lana ke noma ama exhibit lana ke kuthizema ambhala ama statement abasho ukuthi yibo abobani futhi yibo kade bemenzela ke lo daba lolu esingalo la enkantolo ke lama statement futhi ecela ukuthi manje sigcinize udaba lolu esingalo la enkantolo sisekele olunye udaba.
And lastly, my lord, my understanding of myself and Advocate uMnisi as court officials, I thought we are here to assist the court in coming to the truth. And I don't understand why now, if I want to indicate something which I think will assist the court in getting a clear picture, that information must be suppressed. What do you have to hide? We are here to assist the court with the facts. And all that I'm saying arise from the question that are being asked, and then I will narrate so that the picture is clear. I don't just come and say something that does not come or arise from the questions that are put to me.
uyasho ukuthi ukugcina ke uyasho ukuthi yena ke futhi nommeli uMnumzana uMnisi udaba labo ukuthi balenzele enkantolo mesikhangiso ukuthi basidlalele enkantolo ukuthi balekelele enkantolo ethizini bagcine bethola ke iqiniso ngokuletha amaqiniso kuphela phambi kwenkantolo futhi adobeleke inkantolo isithombe esicace bha.
Yes.
Yilokho ke kuphela.
I'm not so sure whether you're done, Brigadier. I think it seems to me like you've got a lot that is in your chest that you want to take out. You may proceed to take it out.
No,
Be very patient before I start with my cross-examination.
No, you can start. I'm done, my lord. Like I said, all I want and the plea that I'm making is that can we focus on the business at hand and leave pertinent issues to my lord. Because if I can do the same thing to Advocate uMnisi, it will not sit well. And I think as court officials, both of us, him and I, and Sina for that matter, at this level, we can at least maintain the decorum of this court and just focus on the issues at hand. That's all that I'm asking for him, to maintain the decorum of the court, because I'll give him the same courtesy and then deal with the issues that are beforehand.
Uyasho khona njalo ukuthi kade ashumela ukuthi uyabona ngathi mhlawumbe umnumzana ufakazi okhona phambi kwenkantolo akaqedile ngenkulumo yakhe ke bese wathi ufakazi cha uqedile ke kepha kuyacela ukuthi manje kwisikhathi esikusona ke azigxinize kudaba esingalo la inkantolo sekele olunye udaba olungaqhuki into zala inkantolo ngaphakathi ngoba bona babili ke abasebenzi benkantolo.
I'm done, my lord. Sorry.
Futhi ecela ukuthi basebenze ngendlela nje eqondile futhi ngendlela ke bayaphathe ngendlela ekahle etizimba bajengakale noma basitshengise ukuthi bona ke abasebenzi benkantolo.
You've got anything further, Brigadier?
Oh,
thank you. Thank you. Back to Dakamascope. Now, do you realize that the document that you received from Root, from Dakamascope, has got no police insignia?
It's got no what?
Police insignia. Police.
Ngabo uma sikunza kudaba lolu ke likhona la phambi kwenkantolo ke le exhibit ZZ2 la seDakamascope ayikho ke la ibadge esiphoyisa ngaphakathi ibadge amaphoyisa.
That's correct, my lord.
Yebo iqiniso ke lelo.
Thank you. For now, let us put aside Dakamascope. Let's go to ZZ3.
Yeah, but my lord, sorry. Yes, we can go to ZZ3, but that does not mean it's not a police document. It is a police document because I have seen, in my experience, warning statements without a police insignia, which are coming from the police. So what I can say, this is a warning statement that is being used at the time when Colonel Roth obtained it. And hence I said we will get an affirmation in the form of a statement from that station.
Uyasho khona njalo ke umnumzana ukuthi yebo asikho lana isitembe samaphoyisa ngaphambi siqhubeke siye lapha ku exhibit ZZ3 uyasho khona njalo ukuthi uma ngaba ke angasitshela kabanzi mayana nencazelo yakhe ke la ngaphakathi isitembe asikho kepha uma kungafika ama statement akhona ke la qhamuka lapho eDakamascope noma kama police station ehlukene kula sothi khona incazelo ukuthi kungani isitembe samaphoyisa kade singekho la ngaphakathi lo hlelo lwe exhibit ZZ2.
You'll tell me when you're done.
I'm done, my lord.
Ungitshela uqedile ke bese ufakazi yasho ukuthi uqedile.
Thank you. Now, just to recap again, yesterday, you told the court that you do not know of any authority that say a specific document must be used when a warning statement gets taken from a suspect, not so?
Izolo ukhulumile ukuthi wena ke awusho ushilo ukuthi umthetho othizeni awukho osho ukuthi kwamele ukuthi idocument abasebenzisile kwamele. The last part, please, my lord. The last part, please. Can you please rephrase the last part?
Oh, I'm saying, you told the court yesterday that there's no authority that says what specific document must be used when a warning statement gets taken from a witness, not so? I mean, from a suspect, not so?
Izolo ukhulumile ukuthi malana nodaba lama warning statement akukho ke umthetho othizeni okhethekile othi kumele usebenzise kuma ngabe ama statement kubasolo.
I've said, my lord, there is no authority that prescribes a specific document as the only document that must be used when a warning statement must be taken. And I even refer to the booklet that we're dealing with, the 3M, that it is not prescribed as the only document that must be used by SAPS. To date, as I'm standing here, when you take a warning statement, there is no such authority, my lord.
Uyasho ukuthi akukho komthetho othizeni okhethekile ukuthi bawulandele noma mhlawumbe idocument elithizeni ukuthi balandele ke uma ngabe thatha ama statement ke kubasolo mhlawumbe kuyiboshwa ke washo ukuthi ufika kwisikhathi esikusona ke manje uma ngabe kakhuluma ngebhooklet yakho ke akukho lokho kubhaliwe kuyona.
Thank you. ZZ3.
Uyabonga ke umeli athi asinde lapha ku ZZ3.
This document ZZ3, it's written South African Police Service, and there's an Afrikaans version, South Afrikaanse police dienst. It's a warning statement by suspect, and then apparently it's written Graf Reinet case. I assume this came from Graf Reinet, not so?
Uyasho ukuthi lapho ke ku exhibit ZZ3 babhalele lapho ukuthi South African Police Service usafuthi abhala lapho ngelimi lesibhunu khona ke lapho ke bese ngenzansi babhala ukuthi Graf Reinet esibathi case. Uyasho uyacabanga ukuthi le document eqhamuka lapho kwisikhumulo samaphoyisa sase Graf Reinet ngabe akusinjalo yini?
That is correct, my lord.
Yebo kunjalo.
Now, from Graf Reinet, who assisted you with this document?
Manje kuqhamuka lapho ke kwisikhumulo samaphoyisa sase Graf Reinet ngabe ubani okulekelile ngale document leli?
This one also, my lord, was coordinated by Colonel Roth, and subsequent to that, the statement that I said was emailed from Graf Reinet, because I said I've made a request. So the statement from Graf Reinet, from the people who actually gave this document to Colonel Roth, have responded and have sent us the email. So with the statement of confirming this document, so that I have.
bekubuza ukuthi ngabe i-document leli ubani owamcela ukuthi akusize ekuthizeni gcineke uthola uyasho ukuthi uRhodes or Lieutenant Colonel Rhodes kepha-ke washo ukuthi uma angajola futhi incazelo yakhe-ke khona lapho-ke bekakhulumile ngokuthi bekabhalile-ke i-email ebhaleke isikhuluma samaphoyisa sase-Graaff-Reinet la khona-ke basheshe baphendula-ke mayelana nodaba lwakhe kade abacela lona-ke kulesibhalo sakhe se-email kade babhalele yona-ke futhi bam-emailele yona-ke futhi ile iPad la kuyena-ke ekuthizeni basho ukuthi yibo abamlekelela ngale statement lesi.
I think my question is very succinct. It relates to the person who wrote this document for Rhoda to come and give it to you. I want the name of that person at Graaff-Reinet who gave Rhoda this document.
Umele yasuthi umuzo nje unciphile futhi umfishane la khona kade abuza khona ukuthi ngabe igama lomuntu lo owanika uRhodes istatement lesi ubani kuphela.
My Lord, I'm answering the question. I'm saying, in light of what transpired yesterday, and I've said this, I'm back on the process to support this document with an affidavit from the relevant station. Subsequent to that, an affidavit from Graaff-Reinet. So the document first came from Colonel Rhodes, as I've said. But subsequent to that, there's a statement from Graaff-Reinet that attached the same document from the people of Graaff-Reinet confirming that this is what they are using. So you have Colonel Rhodes who produced this document when it was marked to me, and she didn't give me the name, but subsequently Graaff-Reinet themselves have now responded, attaching the same warning statement to say this is what they are using, my Lord.
Uyasho ukuthi khona ke yebo kunjalo kepha-ke uma ngembangela elodaba liqhamukile-ke la enkantolo izolo-ke nophambi kwenkantolo-ke yena-ke uthathe uhambo lwakhe lokuthizeni agcine-ke ebhaleke zonke iy'khumulo zamaphoyisa lezi abathula kuzona-ke ama-warning statement khona-ke abacela ukuthi bamenzele-ke uhlelo lwe-affidavit khona-ke basho ukuthi yibo abobani futhi bamlekelela kanjani ethizeni-ke athole-ke ama-statement lana-ke futhi wajobela-ke incazelo lakhe washo khona njalo-ke ngesikhathi sikachaza khona-ke lapho-ke ukuthi-ke ngemuva kwalokho-ke yena-ke utholile-ke imininingwane yabantu mhlawumbe incazelo mayelana nohlelo lwe-affidavit lababhale khona-ke eGraaff-Reinet bembhalela futhi bephendula ngohlelo lwe-email.
And this document is available, my Lord. I've already shared with the state.
Have you given it to the prosecutor?
Yes, I did, my Lord.
Uyasho khona njalo ukuthi i-document leli-ke ukulikhona lapha kwenkantolo futhi nomshushisi okhona enkantolo sekamphile le document leli bese inkosi enkantolo kuze ukuthi ngabe umshushisi wenkantolo ulithole yini le document washo ukuthi yebo ulithole.
Brigadier, you have been lamenting that you should be treated with dignity, respect, and courtesy. Those features are earned. I'm asking you a simple question. Who from Graaff-Reinet gave Rhoda this document? Who then Rhoda in turn gave it to you? I want the name of that person who gave Rhoda this document in Graaff-Reinet. I don't want a lot of things, the name.
Uyasho khona-ke ummeli efakazi ukuthi yena-ke bukhulumile wena fakazi ukuthi la inkantolo kumele siphathane ngenhlonipho futhi nangokuthobeka siyithobe la inkantolo kepha-ke into wena ungaphani incazelo ende noma mhlawumbe incazelo eningi kepha-ke into ayifuna kuwena-ke afuna ukuyizwa kuwena kukuthi ubani igama lalo muntu owacelwa uRhodes noma owanika uRhodes istatement lesi saka-exhibit ZZ2 bese ZZ3 no2 bese uRhodes weza nazo la kuwena-ke igama lo muntu lokuphela alifunayo.
My Lord, I've answered the question. I don't know how best can I answer it. I've answered
What
the
did
question.
you say is the name of the person?
Can
So
I,
if
can
you
I
answered
still,
it.
but I'm still talking about it missing. I've answered the question and I've said I got the document from Lieutenant Colonel Rhodes. No name was given. And I've indicated from yesterday that there was no request. Advocate uMnisi, when he made a request to me, he said I must assist insofar as obtaining these documents for him. No request was made that I must also get the name as to where they come from and the police insignia. Now, an impression is given as if now we've collected certain things without collecting them properly, whereas he made a specific request. And when I'm telling him I've made the request, because if the issue, my Lord, is the authenticity, and that's why I dealt with it yesterday, as to where these documents are coming from, I've made that request as to where they're coming from. The documents are coming. If that is in question, we can collect those documents and then we can carry on. But an impression must not be given as if we selected what we get. There was no request from Advocate uMnisi for me to get the names of the people who are giving us this document. It was only to say, you may now assist us. But after long up and down, assist us now in getting the documents. No name was requested. As a result, my Lord, I never made such a request to Colonel Rhodes. She would have done it if I had asked to say, get me the name or get the statement or the chain as to where these things are coming from. That is why I'm back on that process, my Lord, and I have the results from Graaff-Reinet.
Uyasho kade buza ukuthi ngabe ubani igama lalomuntu owapha ke uLieutenant Colonel Rhodes istatement lesike uyasho cha igama lena ke akazi bamtshela ukuthi ubani ke loyo ke kepha ukukhumule khona njalo ukuthi umnumzana uMail uMadvocate uMnisi ke yena ke wacela ukuthi sicela ukuthi usilekelele noma ke usize ngalolu daba ukuthi kusithula ama statement ke uma ngabe sele asho ukuthi ucela ukuthi simthole namagama ukuthi akubani abantu ade besilekelele ukuthi sithula ama statement lana ke ngabe nalokho sele sakwenza ke manje umnumzana usufuna athi ufakazi umnumzana ufuna kubukeke ngathi yena bona ke manje benze umsebenzi bengaqedile ngendlela efanele noma ngendlela eqondile ke lapho ke malana nohambo lwabo noma uhambo lwabo lokuthola ama statement lana ke futhi ke uyasho kanje ukuthi ngemuva kwenkulumo eqhamukile la enkantolo yena ke kulabone khona ukuthi manje bazohamba ngohlangothi lokuthi kwamele bathole ke amagama lawo ke futhi kula khona ke agcine kabhala ke izikhumulo zamaphoyisa zonke ke lezi abathole kuzo ama statement la ukuthi zini bakuthi bamlekelele babhala ama affidavit basho ukuthi yibo abamlekelele abobani ke lapho.